Taste challenge number 5, 7:45 excuse me, 7:45 a.m. Okay, Saturday morning, right outside. Been thinking about these challenges, and somebody said, you don't have to do it once a month because nobody would get tired of it. Okay, and it was bothering me because I've been doing so bad. 2 correct, 10 wrong. Not good. But I thought one person, I can't remember, I think it was, I don't want to say the wrong name, but he was saying you ought to do lagers like vertical, cheap, mid-range, and premium. So this is sort of like that. Pabst Blue Ribbon, since 1844. Around here this is sold sort of as an economy brand. $11.49 for an 18 pack, sometimes $10.49. It's cheaper than that. Like right now they have Rolling Rock and Bush for $9.97 an 18 pack. Bush in the bottles and cans. Michelob, this is your premium, above a premium beer. Usually $11.99 to $12.99 a 12 pack. Red Dog around here is sold as a mid or premium beer, like close to Budweiser. You get the 12 packs for $8.99. Budweiser usually $9.99. So you got sort of like, in Pabst, some places will have $7.99 a 12 pack, $8.99. So they're not that different. We're talking about just a little difference, okay? But the main point is, can I tell them apart? If history is any indication, no, I cannot. 4.7% alcohol, 4.9, 4.8, so very similar in ABV. So let's check them out. I saw Blue Spectacles doing a taste challenge, and he had Miller High Life in it. You'll notice those Miller beers, especially the High Life line, they'll have that thick, clinging foam. No, just coat the top of the glass, and you really got to be careful about looking, because of course you're not trying to cheat. I'm not saying anybody's trying to cheat. No. But you could subconsciously, maybe, or unconsciously, tip yourself off with a Miller beer, because they got that telltale lace curtain. That's why I do it with my eyes closed. Alright, I got tags at the bottom to differentiate what they are. So, I'll mix them up. But like I said, the Michelob is definitely more expensive here. You might see Pabst or Red Dog for $7.99, like I said, a 12 pack. Michelob's going to always be at least. Now, I saw sales last year was $10.99 a 12 pack, but I haven't seen that lately. About now, when they're on sale, it's $11.99. That's inflation. That's another topic. Okay. Mostly you see a Red Dog around here in the pint cans or the 24-ounce cans. You'll see 6 packs of pint cans. But if you go into Metairie in New Orleans, you can get the 12-pack bottles. I've never seen 6-pack bottles around here, maybe not in the last 10, 12 years. In some places they're having trouble getting Red Dog, from what I understand. Michelob too, regular Michelob. Okay, I prefer the old Michelob bottles. I mixed them up well. I'm looking at them, but I can't tell. But I'm going to close my eyes because I don't want the foam. I know Red Dog is a Miller beer, and I noticed that one bottle was foamier, and I don't want to tip that off. Alright, let's go with the smell. Already I think this is Pabst. Just because it's got that, they use that Carlsberg yeast, and Pabst has sort of a wine aspect. This one is sweet, grainy. Pabst has the corn syrup. I mean, a lot of beers might use corn syrup. They might say it's corn, but it might be corn syrup. It's like hops, but it might be hop extract. But whatever. That's the case for even many craft beers. But all right, don't want to let that secret out. There's even a tinge of metallic, possibly. Let me go with the taste. Making me change my mind a little bit there. Very pungent here, more pungent. Maybe a little more hop spicy and even grassy, like some European hops. I know Red Dog uses 5 hop varieties. They use 5 different hops in Red Dog, so. Maybe this one is the hoppiest of all 3. None of them are what you would say hoppy, but. You think you know, but until you do the blind taste test, you just don't realize how close they are. All these American style lagers are. People say you could rinse your mouth with water and eat saltine crackers between. All that's probably credible, what you're saying. But, I mean, I can taste the differences. These do not taste alike. And I've drank enough Michelob, Pabst, and Red Dog in my life, okay? But even though they taste slightly different, it's hard to tell which is which. I'm telling you. They all taste and smell good, though, I gotta say that. And that's what counts. I think that all goes so well with eggs, bacon, and some really good hot sauce and black beans, probably. Or grits. Not looking. Okay. I think this one here in the middle, I think this one is Michelob. So I'm going to say Michelob. Okay? This one has sort of a hop thing going. I'm going to say, and I think all 3 beers use more than one hop variety, by the way. I'm going to say Red Dog. Now that I'm looking, it's got that Miller thing going. All right. Yeah, Pabst, because it has a little bit of that winey quality. A little bit. Okay, before I see how bad or well I did, I'll say this. All 3 of these beers are extremely enjoyable to drink and are made with super consistency and high quality. So why somebody on the internet would say trash beers or garbage, or they would rather drink urine and outlandish things they say, and why these would get such low scores, I don't know. I never could understand that. But that's me. You might have a different opinion. But to say that any of these 3 are bad, I don't get it. I had Guy telling me 10 years ago, we used to drink Pabst in college, that stuff was horrible. I said, horrible? Then later on he admitted, well, it wasn't really that bad. I was just saying that. I was just saying that. That's what he said. Okay, okay. Michelob. Pabst. Red Dog. Okay. And 2 out of 15. It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. So once again, either I cannot tell the difference between beers, or, which could be true, but I think the more likely reason is that these 3 American style lagers are so close in flavor that it is practically impossible to tell the difference. But that's one person. I'm one person, so Beer Spectacles, he's done 2 and gotten 6 out of 6. So you'd have to have a lot of people doing it and trying to keep variables out, right? So you'd have to do, I mean, if I'm doing a stout, if I did a stout, and let's say an imperial stout and an IPA and a light beer, I mean, it'd be pretty easy to tell them apart, wouldn't you think? But I'm doing 3 that are similar. So this does kind of back up my point that I've been making, which is when you're buying American style lagers, just look at the price, because they're going to all be the same, unless you're so cheap you want to buy a Game Day or something like that, which, hey, if you don't mind drinking horrible stuff, which to me those store brand beers are really horrible, go for it. But if you're getting something from the major brewers, okay. So thank you for watching this video production. I'd be curious and interested in your feedback.